Hi there. This is the warm-up we do for the stick sometimes, working with the stick and the knife. And we're just going to warm up our wrists and our shoulders and do some of the movements that help bring out some of the stick work better. Okay? The first thing we're going to do is we're gonna just use our empty hands and we're going to roll our wrists outwardly. Just roll them, warming them up. And then we're going to roll them inwardly. Then we're going to open and close our hands really quickly. Some circulation, blood to our fingers and our wrists. And roll them out one more time. Roll them in. Okay, then there's three wrist stretches I like to do. The first one, you have your hands, you turn your thumb out, and then you reach with your other hand to grab your thumb, kind of like a wrist lock, and then you're going to draw your hand down. It's going to put yourself in a wrist lock and you're going to stretch the wrist a little bit, just gently, minimum to medium discomfort, just a light stretch. Then we do the other side, so our thumb comes out, we reach across and we draw this down, stretching our wrist a little bit lightly, gently. The next one is we're going to put our fingers out, our fingers pointing out with our palm up. And we're just going to take our other hand and we're just going to take those fingers and draw that towards our hips. Feel a nice stretch in the wrist and in the forearm as well. There we go. And we're going to do the same for the other side. So our palm out, our fingers out, taking the other hand, grabbing there, driving that down. Nice stretch in the forearm and wrist. And then the last one, we're going to turn our pinky finger up, our fingers out with the pinky finger up, and we're going to reach over and we're going to draw this in like that. Stretch on that side. And we're going to do the same with the other hand. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to grab our collie stick. We're going to grab it in the middle. And we're just going to gently twist it back and forth, warming up our wrist a little bit. We're not going extreme here, not a lot of force because I don't want to tweak anything. I'm just sort of warming it up lightly, going through the range of motion. We're going to take it to the other side, do the same thing. Okay, then we're going to take our stick and we're going to reach behind our back, kind of like you see in a stretch people do with a towel or whatever. And so I'm going to drive my upper arm down, feeling a nice stretch in my tricep. And I'm going to do the other side. There we go. And we're going to do a grip switch little drill. It's just for warming up our shoulders and kind of, it's a mobility thing. It's not something you'd necessarily use, but it's going to go like this. So we're going to take our stick, we're just going to pass it up behind our shoulder, and we're going to grab it and then take it the other way. We're just passing it back and forth just to warm up our shoulders and kind of our torso, moving back and forth a little bit. It looks just like you see with the nunchucks kind of thing. Okay, so here we go, back and forth, just warming up, getting used to grabbing the stick, kind of knowing where it is. Just like that. Okay, and we can also go the other direction, so we can do a kind of a forward motion now too, so we're going forward. I don't really care about your stick angle so much, just for now, you can work on that if you want, but I just want to see you get the shoulder mobility drill here. Boom, boom, boom. And once you got it, you can clean up your angles a little bit. Carve out this angle, boom, just refined. Boom, boom. Then we're going to add to that, a bit of a twirl stretch. Twirling is just this kind of thing. It's just a fancy, I sometimes use a deception, I guess. But it's fun to do, everyone loves doing it. So, in the beginning, especially these people are playing around, flailing their sticks and twirling, and sometimes they throw their sticks or drop them. You want to get some wrist flexibility so you can actually hold your stick. So So the stretch we do here is we're going to take the stick and we're going to actually push on the stick here, and the wrist is going to turn in, and then the elbow is going to come in like this. So you're going to drive through and train your wrist to be able to kind of be a little more mobile there, and to learn this move. And then we can do a switch thing and then do the other side. So you can combine these two last ones we just did. So we can take the stick over, take the stick over, take the stick over, do a stretch, take the stick over, stretch. You just combine the two and mix it up. Boom. And like I say, this is for this twirly thing. It's a twirl. You can twirl both ways. You can twirl down, you can twirl up. Sometimes it's in a lot of this stuff. I don't really get people to worry about in the beginning because we really want to emphasize our slow, exaggerated movements that bring out carving, this body mechanics. But there's all kinds of stuff people like to, do all these snappy moves too. Boom, they're fun to do. Okay, so one last thing is I'm going to show you also. I want to show you the angles to practice. And you can just do anything. You can really just do the alphabet or whatever. But I'll show you the 12 main angles that we use. I actually have 13 because I include the jab in there too. So, but anyways, angle 1 is a downward horizontal. Angle 2 is a downward horizontal from a back fist position. There. Angle 3. Alright, I should say angle 1 was downward diagonal. Angle 2 is downward diagonal. Angle 3 is horizontal. Angle 4 is horizontal. Angle 5 is a thrust. Angle 6 is an overhead thrust. Angle 7 is a backhand overhead thrust. Number 8 is a downward horizontal, but this time it's going to go all the way to the ground. And then we're going to do an upward, which is our 9, and another upward, 10. And then 11 is vertically down, and then 12. And then what I call 13, just for convenience I call it 13, is just your basic, kind of like a boxer jab with the stick. Boom, like that. So one more time, we'll do them quicker now. Just like that. So you can practice those, and you can practice them with both hands as well. Alright, play with it, have fun, enjoy.